हेलो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, कैसे हैं सभी। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वेलकम ऑन माय चैनल साइंस वाला। आज हम आपके लिए लेके आए हैं क्लास 10th इलेक्ट्रिसिटी चैप्टर का पार्ट 4th। टुडे इन दिस पार्ट वी आर डिस्कस अबाउट द ओम्स लॉ एंड इट्स एक्सपेरिमेंटल वेरिफिकेशन ऑफ ओम्स लॉ। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट द वीडियो। Ohm's law. According to the Ohm's law, the potential difference across the end of the conductor is directly proportional to the current flowing through it. What is the mean of that? जो पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस होगा किसी भी वायर के क्रॉस ऑफ अ कंडक्टर, सपोज हमारे पास एक वायर है, उसके एंड्स के क्रॉस हमने पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस निकालना है, तो वो डायरेक्टली किस पे डिपेंड करेगा? करंट पे डिपेंड करेगा। दैट मीन्स जितना पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस बढ़ेगा उतना ही करंट बढ़ने वाला है। Potential difference is directly proportional to the current passing through it. Suppose current is I passing through the wire and potential difference is V. Then if current is double times, then potential is also double times. If potential is 3 times, then the current is also 3 times. That is the actual relation of Ohm's law. It can depend on the conditions. Some conditions they are constant. At the constant temperature, that means Ohm's remains, the temperature will be constant. At the all physical condition remains same, that is length, area of cross section of wire and the material of the conductor remains same. So condition for this is the wire material remains same, area of cross section remains same, length remains same, then these conditions are fulfilled. Potential difference is directly proportional to the current. So this is Ohm's law. From Ohm's law on, mathematically we say that change in potential difference is directly proportional to change in current. That means जितना potential difference change होगा उतना ही current में change आएगा. Now we know that very well, when removing the proportionality sign we taking the some constant. Here we include the constant, that is R. It is known as constant of resistance. So we get it the another formula, that is potential difference is equal to IR by removing the sign of proportionality from Ohm's law. Now definition concept of resistance according to Ohm's law. According to Ohm's relation we say that what is a resistance. According to Ohm's law, the ratio of the change in potential difference applied between the ends of a conductor and change in current flowing through it is constant. Then this constant quantity is called resistance. We know that अगर हमारे पास रेजिस्टेंस है और अगर चेंज इन पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस और चेंज इन करंट है, जितना करंट चेंज हो रहा है जितना पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस चेंज हो रहा है, उन दोनों का जो रेशियो है वो कांस्टेंट होता है. दैट इज नोन एज रेजिस्टेंस अकॉर्डिंग टू Ohm's law. Some important formulas are given here. Resistance is equal to potential difference from current. If we need to find the potential difference from Ohm's law, then multiply the current and resistance. If we need to find the current from the Ohm's law, then we get the ratio of the potential difference upon resistance. Now SI unit of the resistance is ohms. SI unit of resistance is ohms. Resistance of the constant quantity. It does not depend upon the potential difference and change in current for the ohmic conductors. We know that very well. Ohm says that R is constant value. जो resistance वो एक constant value, it does not depend upon the change in potential difference and change in current. यानी कि किसी भी वायर का रेजिस्टेंस चेंज नहीं होगा, चाहे उसमें करंट चेंज हो रहा हो चाहे उसमें पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस चेंज हो रहा हो, फॉर ओमिक कंडक्टर्स. सपोज हमारे पास हीटर है, हीटर इज मेड अप ऑफ हीटर फिलामेंट इज मेड अप ऑफ नाइक्रोम. अब नाइक्रोम जो है उसका जितना भी परमानेंट रेजिस्टेंस है उतना परमानेंट रेजिस्टेंस रहेगा. अब ऐसा नहीं है कि हम पोटेंशियल चेंज करें या वोल्टेज चेंज करें तो उसका रेजिस्टेंस चेंज हो जाएगा, उसके रेजिस्टेंस पे कोई इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ेगा, उसका रेजिस्टेंस कांस्टेंट रहेगा. नंबर ऑफ रेजिस्टर हम जब यूज़ करते हैं सर्किट में तो उनके रेजिस्टर पे कोई इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ता पोटेंशियल की वैल्यू का चेंज होने से. नेक्स्ट ओमिक कंडक्टर्स क्या होते हैं? द कंडक्टर्स विच ओबे द ओम्स लॉ एट वेरी गुड आर कॉल्ड ओमिक कंडक्टर्स. क्लियर? alloys like nichrome, मैग्नानिन एक्सेट्रा आर कॉल्ड एज ओमिक कंडक्टर्स. अब ओमिक कंडक्टर्स क्या हैं? जो ओम्स लॉ को फुलफिल करें एट एनी टेम्परेचर प्रेशर कंडीशंस, दे आर कॉल्ड एज ओमिक कंडक्टर्स. जनरल डेफिनेशन ऑफ द रेजिस्टेंस. नॉर्मली रेजिस्टेंस की डेफिनेशन क्या होती है? इट इज़ अ प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ अ कंडक्टर ड्यू टू विच इट अपोजेज द फ्लो ऑफ द चार्जेस थ्रू अ कंडक्टर इज कॉल्ड रेजिस्टेंस. इट इज़ अ प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ अ कंडक्टर ड्यू टू विच इट अपोजेज द फ्लो ऑफ चार्जेस थ्रू अ कंडक्टर. जनरली हम कह सकते हैं वो प्रॉपर्टी है कंडक्टर की जिसमें फ्लो ऑफ चार्जेस को अपोज करें. हाउ इट से? we know that what are the charges to flow in a conductor? They are the actually electron from higher potential to lower potential. So electron are moving from lower potential to higher potential, and current is moving from higher potential to lower potential. And resistance is that which can oppose the motion of the electron, that is called as resistance, and produce the heat. Conclusion from the Ohm's law. This is important. If the potential difference across the ends of the conductor is doubled, then the current will flowing through it is also doubled. This is a directly proportional. See in the figure. First case, the potential difference is 10 volt and current flowing through it is I. If the potential difference becomes 20 volt here, then it is a not a 2 volt, it is a actually 20 volt here. Clear? If it is a 20 volt, then it becomes double. Clear? See, if potential difference across the ends of the conductor is half, then the current gets half. अगर हम उसे half कर दें, that is initially 10 and after that 5, then the current becomes half. So it is an important conclusion. Now the experimental verification of Ohm's law. What is experimental verification say? Under this experiment we find out the resistance of the any unknown wire. हम किसी भी unknown wire का resistance find out कर सकते हैं under this experiment. This experiment shows the relationship between the potential difference and change in current. For this experiment setup we need the ammeter, voltmeter, battery, key, rheostat, connecting wires and wires which resistance need to be find, that means unknown wire. See in a figure your circuit diagram of the Ohm's law. Connect the all things to shown as. We know that voltmeter always connected in parallel and ammeter in a series, and potential, that means battery, key, and this is unknown wire which resistance we need to be find out, and this is a rheostat. This is used for the to vary the resistance. Now take the meter reading or voltmeter reading and find out the resistance of the unknown wire using the relation R is equal to change in potential difference upon change in current. Now take the readings of the voltmeter and ammeter and find out the resistance of the unknown wire using the relation R is equal to change in potential difference upon change in current. First of all, we note the reading of the voltmeter, that is initially 0.5 and corresponding current reading in milliampere is 10. Then after increasing the potential resistance with the help of moving resistors, that is rheostat. Rheostat के बटन को हम जैसे turn on करेंगे, after that we are see the reading of potential difference and current. If the potential difference is double, then current will be double. Again, potential difference is increase the ratio of the 0.5, the current is increase the ratio of doubles. जैसे पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस अपना डबल होता जा रहा है, चेंज होता जा रहा है, उसी तरह से करंट भी चेंज होता जा रहा है. 10-10 ये रेशियो से बढ़ रहा है. अगर आप देखोगे यहाँ पे तो रेजिस्टेंस की वैल्यू सारों में सेम होगी. रिजल्ट वी हियर द वैल्यू ऑफ द रेजिस्टेंस इज 0.05 इज कांस्टेंट. नाउ ग्राफ ऑफ Ohm's law. We plot the graph of the above reading. On the y-axis we take the potential difference, on the x-axis we take the current value. Then we get the straight line graph. For the ohmic conductor, then we say R is a constant quantity. Next, the conclusion from the graph. The graph of the potential difference versus change in current is a straight line for the ohmic conductors only. The resistance does not depend upon the potential difference and current, it is a constant quantity. And the slope of the potential difference versus change in current graph gives the resistance. Now what is the slope? We know that the slope is equal to tangent theta. What is a tangent? The line which can touch the arc or circle at a point is known as tangent mathematically. And in the graph here, what is a tangent? Tangent actually a line if the graph is straight line. If the graph is straight line, then the tangent is a slope of y-intercept upon x-intercept. That means value of the y upon x, that is perpendicular side upon base side. Here see, and the point first and 2, between the point first and 2 we take it value v2 minus v1 x I2 minus I1, that means delta v upon delta I. This is known as slope of graph. Now define 1 ohm. 1 ohm. If the potential difference across a conductor through a is a 1 volt, then the 1 ampere current is passing through it is called 1 ohm. From a conductor, if the potential difference shown by it is 1 volt and current passing through it is 1 ampere, then we say that it is defined as 1 ohm. And 1 ohm is also says that 1 joule per second, joule second per coulomb. Joule second per coulomb is known as, and it is also known as volt per ampere, that is 1 ohm. Now classified the some substance on the basis of resistance. Classification: good conductors. The substance which have the very low resistance are very good conductor. You know that the very low resistance, जिनका resistance बहुत कम होगा, they can easily flow the current through them. They are called as good conductor like silver, gold, and copper. Resistors. The substance which have the very high resistance are called resistors. They are known as ohmic conductors also, like nichrome 80% nickel plus 20% chromium, manganese 84% copper plus 12% manganese plus 4% nickel, constantine or eureka is also saying 60% nickel and 40% copper. Next, the insulator. The substance which have the infinitely high resistance are called as insulator, like rubber, wool, etc. They does not allow the electricity to pass through them. They are called as insulator. So today's lecture is complete. So I hope students are you understand my terms which we are included in this part related to the Ohm's law. And please like and subscribe our channel for the further upcoming notifications, and please press the bell icon for the upcoming notification. Thank you and have a nice day.